Next question. JL, Obama has been criticized for his support of Solyndra because it was a failure. What did he do wrong, and how would you do things differently?
Well, seeing as how I was in the same kitty, for no better term, as Solyndra with the Mueller companies and the Mueller automobile, that was purely a political move. He was paying back his, I hate to use the term cronies because Obama Light, Romney, keeps using that term, but he was just paying back his donations from his big buddies that were donating to his campaign. There was nothing serious about that plan except for them declaring bankruptcy so that they could repay him. I don't think the government should fund any type of private company like that unless there is a plan to repay, and that plan was never in place with Obama and Solyndra. And I'd like to say I have documented proof. I don't have documented proof, but I have at least logistical proof that it was just a game. They were just playing favorites. And there were a lot of other companies, including mine, that were left out of the picture. And I have a proven product. They had nothing. They had hopes and dreams, and Obama had a campaign finance to repay, a big debt to repay. And that's what he used Solyndra for.
Okay, do you want to touch on this, Harry? You have a minute.
Of course, absolutely. I thought it was a terrible move on the Obama administration. He shouldn't be trying to pick winners in that particular industry that he knows nothing about. And we just lost another $500 million of taxpayers' money. However, that pales in comparison to the billions of dollars President Obama just gave to the nuclear industry. Same thing. So I would stop all of that. This is why we're going bankrupt. That's why our money is becoming essentially worthless. All we're doing is letting the Fed print money. We do need to base it. I'll agree with John on that. Not on anything radioactive, in my view. I think you just base your currency on something real and timeless like hydrogen or BTUs of energy, something that is scientific and can easily be measured and used and carried around with you. An important product, for example, like a universal fuel that powers everything that can need a fuel, whether it's a Coleman stove, whether it's a rocket ship, whether it's a motorcycle, or your gas range at home. That's the only option that we have that can do all that, and they can serve as the basis of our currency, as it should, because it's easily measured, and every country it will work for.
30 seconds, JL.
Well, I can't disagree that hydrogen would make another a good basis for monetary use, but you still have to carry it around in certificate form, just as you'd have to do with the radioactive waste that already exists. You know, we can't get rid of radioactive waste. We want to increase the use of hydrogen, although I prefer other gases that are combustible, or not.
Can you tell us which ones?
Well, nitrogen, I mean, that's the most abundant, and that's actually what runs a Mueller automobile. So.
All right, let's talk 30 seconds. Harry, go ahead.
And in terms of talking about the Mueller automobile?
We were talking about Solyndra, and we came full circle to our monetary system.
I think the federal government should be in the energy business, all right. But I don't want to just see it in a small way. Think of Hoover Dam. People who say the government can't create jobs obviously don't know about Hoover Dam. Well, I've been to Hoover Dam. It was built in the 1930s by the government in cooperation with private cement and other engineering contractors. It's been working every year ever since for many decades, produced vast wealth for the American people with no pollution. We want to do that with these wind-powered hydrogen production systems in the very same way, and those trillions of dollars that now go to Saudi Arabia and other countries will go to our country instead.